Well, thank you for yet tuning in to our channel, Connect Kenya Uganda. My name again is Wilson alongside.
I'm Pamela.
Today, we're having a topic that we are going to introduce to you or to bring to you. Okay, we are going to tell you about a certain story. We basically choose such topics or such stories so that you can pick a leaf in what we say. Some of the things we talk about are the trends that are happening, or it might have happened to someone and it can happen to someone since whatever we go through is a trend. Much as different people have different chances, the luck, and the background, but at the end of the day, we might have a unique problem or we might have a unique success since our goal in life are somehow similar. So today I'm going to introduce to you Pam, and she's telling you a story about.
Oh, how I came to UAE.
Yes. How did you come to UAE? So basically, take someone who is there that wants to come to UAE or is thinking about the UAE. How can I start my journey to UAE? What will I expect to see in UAE or coming to UAE for what purpose? Yeah. Take us through that, and then someone who is listening there will get to know your story.
Okay. My journey started when I was in Kenya.
Mm.
Yeah, basically, I didn't have like a plan in future to come to Dubai,
All right.
but it happened that this time I just finished school and I was just at home. I had just finished school and moved back home,
Mm.
and I didn't know what to do with my life. I was just staying at home, waking up, do nothing, like strictly nothing. And then during that time, there were no jobs in Kenya because it was during election time. So everything was just messed up, how election time is. Like I knew I'm gonna get a job the other year, the coming year.
Mm.
So I was bored at home, and then I decided, why not come to Dubai? I had a friend who had come to Dubai,
Mm.
and I knew of my mom's friend who was working here.
Mm.
So I decided, let me inform my mom to talk to her friend and see how I can come to Dubai. When I told my mom, like, I want to come to Dubai, like, she was very much supportive.
Mm.
Like, she was really willing for me to come to Dubai. But for my dad, was like, nah, like, how are you gonna travel? Like, he was scared as a normal parent. He was scared of me, like, leaving the country and coming here. So I started planning with my mom's friend. At the end of the day, my dad accepted and we started the plan. So I got my passport. We paid for the visa, and this was a tourist visa.
Mhm. Sorry to interrupt you, but all in all, what I have now picked from what you're the story of what you're taking us through is that what I want someone who is listening right now or who is watching us should understand is that the journey begins by you sitting and reflecting what you want in life.
Yeah,
Because see, you looked into the period that you are in Kenya. It's election period,
yeah, election.
pre-election period. You don't have any hopes of getting a job at that particular
Yeah,
moment. You don't feel like sitting at home. So
yeah,
it click in your mind that no, I need to travel out of this kind of election drama and
and
move outside to see that I can think of something.
something. Yeah,
So there is also someone who is right now in Kenya or any part of the world or anywhere that is having a similar thought or in a similar situation, but they don't know what exactly to do.
to do.
So, what advice do you give them, or continue with your journey so that they can get to understand what will be the next step?
What I know, if you wanna do something, do it.
Mm.
Just do it.
True.
Yeah, but all in all, you cannot decide like, oh, I want to go to Switzerland, and you don't know how to start it. You see,
Mm.
so you need to have some knowledge or to have someone to tell you like, this is the way.
Mm.
Yeah, you cannot just wake up and book your flight and
Trying to
go.
go somewhere like
Yeah,
that.
you need some insight which you can get from the internet nowadays, or
Mm.
someone can help. There's so many ways.
Even not about the internet. Our last video that we made,
Oh yeah,
we talked about the travel
the
tips.
travel
Like, what do
tips.
you have to have in mind before you travel or before you
Travel.
think about
Yeah.
traveling. So someone who is there that now skipped that video to come to this one, you need to go back and watch
Oh, yeah.
what do I need before I travel.
Yeah.
So we call upon those who are following this story, go back and watch that video so that you can have a hint of how to plan yourself for travel. Now you had in mind that, okay, this is what I'm going through. I feel I should leave this country to go somewhere else to change my life or to see a different kind of perspective of life. So watch that video. It will take you through that journey. Then now you have the idea and then you have the hint of how to travel. So what next can you tell the viewers?
Okay, so no, I'll just tell my story.
Yeah, continue with your story.
So, my mom's friend was living here in Dubai. So we sent her money to pay for the visa and to book for the flight for us. Like she did everything for us, and also she arranged for me a place to stay. So everything was ready. This took like a month actually, almost like 3 weeks. Yeah, after like we decided like I'll come, and there's this funny thing about when an African want to travel, like no one will, no one will know.
Yeah.
Like you travel, you do your thing in secret.
Separately. Yeah.
So it was the same for my family. No one knew that I'm traveling. Like no one, like people came to know that I travel maybe after like an year, you know. So I traveled. I came to Dubai. So I remember I took a connecting flight, Rwanda.
Okay.
Yeah, I took the Rwanda flight. So I had to connect to Rwanda. So I was like, how am I going to do this? I've never traveled. It's my first time. And then that time I was a bit young. I feel like I was a bit young and naive. But my dad told me, like, when you go to the airport, just follow the direction. Like everything is marked. There's mark for every. If you see arrival, that is arrival. Departure, it's departure. Like there's direction for everything. And if you are lost, it's fine. You can ask any guard or any security or any of the workers in the airport.
Yeah.
And that is what I did. So I traveled until Kigali Airport. And the funny thing, I didn't ask anyone for like direction. You know, when you arrive, there is people who
you're channeled to the
to the transit, and then there for departure. So I went to the transit, and then I waited. I had a layover over 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours in Kigali. Yeah, 2 hours. And then the funny thing, in Kigali Airport, I wanted like to communicate with my parents, tell them like I'm in Kigali now, but there was no internet. I can't call. There's no network. There's nothing. Like I can't do anything. I don't know why there was no Wi-Fi. Like those times, there was no Wi-Fi. Like I was just there, and I'm thinking maybe now my parents are tense.
Yeah,
Like did she arrive? Like what happened? So my time for leaving came, and I left until I landed in Dubai.
So now you have taken us through all that process of preparation, leaving Kenya, Kigali. Now you're in Dubai. There's a point where you mentioned that you had someone who was already here in Dubai, in the UAE.
Yeah.
Okay, there might be someone, he doesn't have any friend or any connections in the UAE or anywhere that they want to go, but still they feel they have the passion to travel to that place. So for me, I will tell the story because everyone has their own story. Like I told you, your story might be different from my story, and my story can be different to another person who is viewing. But all in all, for whichever that happens, connection has to be there. Connection has to be there. At least in some place, there has to be a connection. And then another thing, that this world is not so big that you will go in a place and you will not have anyone you know in a place.
Exactly.
Some of them we met in school, some we met when we are still at home, some we grew with them, some were friends of our friends. So that is how we build the connections, or that is how we get to understand people. So there can be someone now
Mm.
thinking, I will go to Dubai. I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
How will life be?
Actually, it's funny because after I arrived actually in the airport, the lady came and picked me.
Mm,
So actually, the funny part that I remember she told me like, don't go outside the airport, just stay
mm,
inside. It's
mm,
very hot because I traveled around September. I remember.
mm,
So me and I'm like, how can you tell me not to go outside? Like I want to see Dubai,
mm,
because Dubai is like really famous, and I
mm,
was really excited to be here. And then I went out. Oh my God, the heat! Ooh,
mm,
it was so hot, like
mm,
something I've never experienced in my
mm,
life. Like I was so surprised. So I just entered inside, and then I waited for the lady, and then he took me to the place that I was supposed to stay, actually in a bed space. So
mm,
when I went to the bed space, so she left. So
mm.
I was left there.
Alone.
But the good part is that the people who I was staying with, they were my fellow Kenyans. So it was
Mm,
easy for me, and some of them were looking for a job.
mm,
So after she left, that was it. I was left now with people I don't know, but
mm.
we get to know each other. And that is how my job hunting started.
Started. Mm,
Yes. So at least I had these people
mm,
who are also looking for a job. So we would wake up in the morning,
mm,
go look for a job, but the whole day. But finally, I think I got a job after a month,
mm.
and that's how like my life started here in UAE.
Yeah, okay. This is like a tip to now someone who is watching this video that wants to come to the UAE, or someone who is watching and is here saying that me, I came on a visit visa,
Yeah,
but I failed to get the
to get a
job
job.
or whatever it is. Rule number one when you get here in Dubai, since Dubai is a country of happiness and a country of it
Mm,
all, some will choose to wake up and chase their dream.
okay.
That
Okay.
is, you will wake up early morning, search for the job
Mm,
from corner to corner. That is a choice.
mm.
You can choose to wake up in the morning and follow the trend. What I mean about
The
following the trend is
fun and the
the fun,
partying
because
and
partying
everything in
will
Dubai.
always be there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one thing that other people will not understand is that most of the people who go for party are already established there in
Oh
Dubai.
yeah. And
They
they
are in Dubai.
actually they take advantage of if you're looking for a job and they know
Mm,
you're looking for a job. Oh my God, you have no
mm,
idea. They will really take advantage of you because they know
mm,
like you're not waking up to go to work. So
mm.
why you in a hurry? You can
So
party. Like
you're always there like for the
yeah.
party. So
Mm-hmm.
that one will drive you away from your dream.
Mm.
So in the end, you will wake up to start to look for the job when you have limited time.
Yeah.
See, if you search for the job, because every day there is someone that is being recruited in Dubai. Every day. Not one, not two. But how you search, because the job will not come searching
Mm.
for you. It's you to get out and search for the job. That is one point. Your seriousness and how you present yourself.
Mm.
Don't look for the job that is overqualified, like that is beyond your qualification, like that is so
Mm.
much of your qualification.
Yeah.
And then don't look for a job that you're so much overqualified for.
Yeah.
One thing that people don't understand, or still I'm giving an
Mm.
advice to the people that are watching and they would want to come to UAE, is that when we leave home to come here, we leave the pride we have from home and whatever we have, and we come here to be new people, to start new trend and new life. So in this, I mean, when you get here, don't first think of high profile
Yeah.
jobs. First, because you don't have the experience.
Mm.
You're building, you're just building yourself.
Mm. That's true.
Build yourself first. Begin from down.
Mm.
Understand the way people live and how the work environment is.
Mm.
Begin from the small jobs. Do the small jobs. From the small jobs is where you'll get the connection that will lead you to
Yeah,
your
to a
dream job.
yeah. Actually, the
Mm.
good thing about Dubai is that I believe you can change your job anytime. Because
Yes.
for me, I think my first company, I worked for 1 year,
Mm.
almost like not even 1 year. I think 11 months. I worked for 11 months, and
Mm.
then I moved. You
Yeah.
see, so it's you can just start the job anywhere and then
Mm.
figure out
Yes.
what do I want. At least now you much aware,
Mm.
you've secured your visa,
Yes.
you know people, you have connection,
Mm.
and you know what you really want.
Mm.
Yeah, and you know like the employment field, how it works in Dubai.
First and foremost is the securing of the visa.
Yeah.
The visa is what keeps you here in UAE, because
Yeah.
if you don't have visa, then you're not entitled to stay here.
Yeah.
And then if you're on a visit visa, say for example, you're not entitled to work. There's some people who will take advantage to those people who don't have
Oh,
visa,
yeah.
and then will tell them that we want to give you part-time jobs. But these jobs, okay, we will make, I think, another video to explain more about how people take advantage of those who don't have visa. Like they will
Yeah.
use you because they know that at the end of it all you have to
You-
exit and go out. So this is been hard everywhere over the internet. People complaining that I
complaining.
went and then I
Because
was used.
yeah, because no one cares about you.
Mm,
Everybody is here for himself or herself.
yes.
Everybody is here to make money.
Mm,
So people will take advantage of you and take money out of you.
mm,
Yeah, because no one cares about anyone. You don't have a family here.
mm.
Yeah.
And then another thing that people need to understand is that the largest percentage of the people who are in the UAE are all foreigners.
Oh yeah.
So people come from their place, from their countries, to come here to look for money. So, like it's known, some will look for genuine money, some will take advantage of the ignorance of other people so they can take money out of them. And lot of ways that I cannot explain, because there is genuine people who are doing genuine jobs and the people who are doing illegal jobs or who are earning money illegally. So first and the other thing is that when you come here to UAE, the kind of people that you associate with are the ones that determine your future or the line that you will take. So if you establish yourself or if you come to begin your journey with the people who are not well established or who are not in the good lines, you will end up also following their trend. Like, see, for example, you when you came, you met with the people who were focused to search for the jobs, and then you searched for the job. So take us to through the job searching process and how you did it and how you managed to secure the job.
Oh, it was tough. No, it's very hard, but I thank God that I had like my parents were really supportive and encouraging me. Like every day they'll talk to me and tell me, no, you'll get a job. You'll get, if you have someone who is really motivating you, you get so motivated. Yeah. So I would wake up and go to different places to drop CV. Mostly we wake up early morning, so that by 12 or by 1 you're done. And then in the afternoon you'll go back home and maybe apply for jobs online and maybe print more CV. Like you'll take your CV in different companies. You take your CV, you leave them, and then you wait for them to call you. Yeah, but for me, how I got a job, it was a walk-in interview. Yeah, so I went for this walk-in interview that someone we just woke up and one lady told us, oh, there's a walk-in interview in this place. You guys, let's go. And when we went there, it was fully packed. It was a lot of people. Yeah, there was a lot of people there. But I managed, and thank God I managed to do the interview because in something you have to push yourself. You have to push yourself to get inside and to get selected.
Yeah.
So actually, I didn't know much about this job. It's not something that I studied in school. It's not something I've experienced with. And when I went to do the interview, I think the lady was just like, you don't know anything about this job, but your attitude is good, because she told me you really look nice and your attitude is good, so I will take you. Even though you don't know about this job, I think I can train you. Because she became now later my manager. She was my manager. So that's how I got a job.
Okay, see now, you talked about the walk-in interview. I will also tell you a story way back, but I was working. It's not that I was not working. It's my first time to get the experience of going in for the walk-in interview. This interview was in Abu Dhabi. So we went early morning from Dubai to Abu Dhabi, like around 6 o'clock, because the interview was to be at 10 o'clock. thinking that we will go there and be the first people to sit in the interview.
Mm.
We reached in Abu Dhabi. We left from here 6 o'clock. Like by 6 we were in the bus to Abu Dhabi. So by 7:30 we were already in Abu Dhabi and we had reached the place where the interview was going to be. Because whoever reached in the place, they were taking numbers. Whoever reaches in the place, you take the token as your registration number. But the time that we reached at 7:30 for the interview, that is at 10 o'clock, we were 1,000 and my token number was 1,050. So I'm just wondering that if I left from Dubai 6 o'clock,
6 o'clock.
and there's a lot of people who are coming from Dubai, and those who are in Abu Dhabi, that means that people were there by 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. So we did time for the interview came when the place was already full inside and outside. So the time of conducting interview started, but they could not finish all of us. So we just dropped the CV and we were supposed, they told us that we will get back to you, but even they didn't get back to us. But a point in this, or the reason behind this, is don't give up. If this fails, there is still hope for another opening. And then if you search in another hint that makes people fail to get the job is that the same person that today will be looking for housekeeping job, looking for barista job, looking for waiter waitress job, focus in one area, because these CVs or these recruiters might have the similar channel that they use to select the people, but they will see that it's one person that is applying for the 4 jobs that are needed in one company. Say for example,
for me, what I learned is that you have to be smart in this.
Yes,
you can do, but what I knew, or what me I will do, I search for all the jobs, but if I apply in this company, I write what did I apply for. So I will not go back again and apply. Or if they have a chain of companies, I will not like apply in this chain, this job in another chain, same company, a different one. No, it had to be the same. And that's how, for me, how I used to do it. I apply this job, this company, I write it down. Yeah, I track it.
Okay, and then also another thing in line to that. Okay, some will just apply randomly because they are to apply, and some they will call them. You applied for the job in this company, please we call upon you to come for the interview. And then they will be like, I don't even remember the kind of job that I applied for or the CV that I used for this job. So you might find out that you're going for the interview, but you're presenting a different CV.
Yeah.
So this sometimes shows unseriousness or lack of preparedness. So all these that people will go through to search for the job, all the tricks and tips for the people who are searching for the jobs who are watching there, we will make another video to explain to them. So for now, as you have heard the story from Pam, we will be bringing more of such stories, like encouraging stories for the people who are searching for the jobs out there, or people who want to come to Dubai, but they need this kind of information, because it's only out of other people's story that you will learn and build your story from. All it's to you, it's a story. To me, it's a lesson. To another person, it's a practice that they will listen to your story and they will learn what you went through, so they will follow the same trend for if it was a good story, or they will avoid to fall in the mistakes that you fell into. Yeah, I'm Wilson and
I'm Pamela, and thank you guys for watching, and just tune in for another video similar to this. I think the next video will give us like your experience.
Yeah,
because your experience and my experience
it's not
totally
the same.
different.
True.
Yeah,
true.
like how we landed here anyway. So guys, just tune in for the next video. Thank you for
Stay
watching.
tuned and thank you for watching our content. We remain Connect Kenya Uganda Wilson alongside
Pamela, and don't forget to subscribe. Please guys, subscribe to our channel.